What's up, guys? It's your boy D Fresh in the building, guys. What we're gonna do today, we're gonna cover Monday's game plan. I hope you enjoyed the weekend, getting ready for the Super Bowl and all that good stuff. But you already know what time it is. It's time for us to get our study in and get prepped for tomorrow's session. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. We got earnings coming up. We got a couple tickers on here that we follow that we can play and potentially make some money on the run up, or if they decide to pull back, we can make some money on the downside. So don't get the message twisted. Not saying play earnings, waiting for whatever they report. I'm saying you can play the pre-earnings, and then we'll get on them after we see what they report. So you already see the ones that I'm looking at. I'm looking at Wednesday. You got ticker symbol HOOD. I actually got into this play and caught the run up on Friday. I think I was up 111% on that play right there. They report Wednesday after close. You have Coinbase, ticker symbol COIN. They report Thursday after close. You got DraftKings. They report Thursday after close. And you got Airbnb. They report Thursday after close as well. So we're going to dive into those right there and see if we can dominate those plays throughout the week, just like we did in the earning plays last week. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button below, subscribe to the channel. That way, anytime we drop a video, you get the notification. That way you guys can stay on top of these dynamite plays that we throwing out. It's free game. You write these levels down, you see them coming together. You already know what time it is. You know what to do. So let's go ahead and get into it. First ticker out of the gate, we're going to do DraftKings newbie beginners. Let's get it. This is a play that you can make money on and ain't got to pay those high prices like you pay in Tesla and SPY and Nvidia and all them big boys. So let's go ahead and get into it. They at 42.30 right now. If you are a bull and you watching this play right here and you thinking about making that play to the upside, you want to see these cats right here open higher than this level right here, 42.50. They can get past this top right here. Next tops that they're going to try to run for is these over here at, going to try to bust through that $43 level. They can break through that. They can start running this thing up much higher. On the downside, you want to see them open lower than this middle in here, this gap right around 42.20. If they can do that, you see what they're going to run to. Guys, I teach you guys candlestick formations. If you rock with me, you already know I'm a big viewer of candlesticks. I'm trying to see what they're trying to do. And if you scroll left, you always see once they make these bottoms, guys, what do you see on this chart right here? You see one bottom and you see another bottom, and you see what happens when they create a double bottom. They boom it back up. So what you want to see after they break that middle, they're going to come right back to test this stuff down here, 41.85. And if that doesn't hold, they start consolidating right there. You already know they're going to try to boom it back to the upside. But if they don't, they start crashing through 41.80. They coming back down. They coming down lower. So there you go. And DraftKings, next ticker up is going to be Airbnb. All right. This one is another good one that you can make money on. They're sitting at 135. If you are a bull, you want to see them open higher than 135.30. They can do that. They running back up to this top here, 135.90. That's going to be a heavy level. Expect them to try to come back down, and also look for it to create a double top right here. If they start breaking through it, your next top that you got to worry about is at 136.55. If they can hold that level, they coming back here. And pre-earning plays, usually as they popping up, they can get that steam to bust through these tops. So you just gotta, if you plan these plays, make sure you got that stop loss in check. That way it prevents you from getting smoked in your plays. Next level up is going to be at 136.90. They break through that with some speed, they can pop this thing all the way back up to that 139, try to play with that 140 area. So to the downside, you want to see them open lower than these bottoms right here at 134.50. They can do that. You already know they coming back to this bottom at 133.90, and routes to try to smack that thing back down here at 132.73 with some speed. Next level 131.90, and then boom, you got 131.10. Look for the double bottom if they get there to try to bust that thing back up top. Next ticker up is going to be ticker symbol HOOD. They report Wednesday at closing. So this is going to be your first opportunity to catch some of the earnings play. And if you see what they did, they've been running up. But look what they're trying to form right here. What do you see? You see a potential double top. So what you want to see them open higher than 56. If they can open higher than 56, they can start running this thing up, and their vision is going to try to get to that 57, 58, 50 and try to boom into 60. On the downside, you want to see them open lower than 55, 50. They can do that. They're going to come back to these bottoms right here at 55.05. They start losing that. You got another area of interest right at these little bottoms where they wicked here and right here, 54.75, and then boom, they come in all the way back down to these bottoms. You see that wick? You see that wick? You got 54.10. They lose that. They coming down. I got one more area of interest at 53.80 before they try to smack this thing all the way back down to 52.90. So we'll call that in real time. I will definitely have my eyes on that ticker. I don't like the platform necessarily of Robinhood. I don't use it. I use it to look at the chart sometime to see what they're doing after hours. But other than playing it, guys that rock with me, you know I'm a big fan of Moomoo. I like their charts. I like their amenities that they have. It's a bunch of stuff that Moomoo offered that Robinhood don't, and it don't stall your plays out. And that's one thing that made me leave Robinhood. But to each his own. Robinhood I think is good for you if you just started, newbies and beginners. But if once you advance out of that, I would definitely give Moomoo a shout out or a try. The link is in the description if you want to get into that one. All right, big baller shot callers. We got coin for you guys right here. As you see, they start coming down a little bit. Let me see what caused that. Probably this double bottom, this bottom right here. As you see, they got that created a first bottom right here, and then they went up and then they start coming back down. So they're sitting at 274.40. If you are a bull, you want to see them open higher than 276.70. If they can knock out this little middle piece and open higher than that, the next area they're going to try to boom it to is 282.50. They can break through there. They can start running. You got 284.90 on deck, and then still got 289.40. That's going to be a heavy level. It seemed like they got smacked. If you scroll left and just set your line right there, you see every time they came up to that 289 area, they got smacked. So expect some turbulence there. If they can break through that, then they can start running. On the downside, you want to see them open lower than 271.60. If they can do that, they can start pulling this thing down much lower. But expect the bulls to be hanging out right there. It's not going to be an easy fix for them to get past that. All right, that's your earnings plays. Let's go ahead and get into our regulars. Our regular, you already know, SPY is always on our mind. With the SPY, they're sitting at 600.80. Guys, you know I had a line there. I've been saying that area right there is you never know what they're going to do. That's the imbalanced area where they can pop back up to the higher stuff, or they can come back lower from that area. So if you are a bull, you want to see them open higher than 601.60. If they can do that, they're going to start trying to make their way back up to this 603.80 before they start trying to boom it to the higher stuff. On the downside, you want to see these bottoms right here get taken out at 600.5. They can break through that. Boom, you coming down to 598.70. Next level down. Boom, 597.60. So we'll handle SPY in real time. You know I love walking the SPY down. So next ticker up, we're going to do it with Tesla. All right, guys, you see Tesla been getting beat, man. They're at 361.54. This one, guys, if you plan this play to the downside, just understand the violence that the bulls can cause to the bears. If you don't have that stop loss on, they can hit one of these heavy resistance areas and they can boom that thing right back up for $10 before they start trying to pull back down. So, you know, I just want to see them start crashing through 359.80. If they start doing that, that opens up the door for next level down at, you got 358.54. They start losing that right there. Check this out. Boom, you got 353.80 on deck. Next level down. Boom, 351.30. Expect the bulls to be in those areas right there. Expect the bulls to try to pop that thing back up. So just be cautious. I'm not telling you you can't play puts. I'm just saying understand the assignment before you get into this play, because bulls will be alert and they will try to smack it and take your money and run it back up dramatically from these resistance areas. So to the upside, what you want to see in Tesla, you want to see them open higher than 362.90. They can do that, boom, you got 365.50 on deck, and then they're going to have some issues in this middle piece. But if they can start getting through the turbulence at 367.30, the next level up, they're going to try to boom it to 371.20. So be mindful of those areas right there. Tesla probably not one that you want to mess with, unless, again, if you sniping these plays and you know your levels, is more than welcome to get into that thing. Just be cautious, because Tesla has created a grave site in their backyard and they love putting people portfolios in it. I have lost a few of them in my early stages messing with Tesla. That's why, guys that rock with me, you know I only play Tesla on Friday. One day. Contracts don't kill you and on Friday, and you can make a lot of money if you get the right contracts and get out of that place swiftly. So guys, that's a couple tickers for you to put on your radar. I'm gonna throw one more on there because I think it deserves an honorable mention. Palantir, they have been booming, but guys, you see what Palantir did. Guys, if you want into detail with Palantir, I covered it in my video on Friday night. You can tap into that one and I show levels on that one, but we see that I called out where they was gonna get smacked at 116.25, and they got smacked all the way down for almost a $6 drop. So just pay attention to that one. They still got some booming power, but if they start crossing through this area right here at 110.10, they're going to try to drop this thing back down to 108.40. 106.90 can create a double bottom and they can boom that thing back up. So just be cautious with that thing right there. If you are a bull and you think that this thing going to run again, you want to see them get past this stuff right here, 113.20. They can start booming this thing back up. So there you go, guys. I know I threw a whole bunch of tickers at you guys. Sorry about crowding you with a whole lot. I try to keep it simple. But again, I think these are plays that you can follow along this week and make some good money off of it. But all right, guys, I want to give a shout out to Wally Schiff. Hit me up and said, hey, Fresh, I just found you last night and used the levels you gave today. I traded really light and still made $555 off the levels you gave. I hit SPY and Tesla because of you. Many thanks to you. Boom, man. Congratulations. I appreciate you tapping in to the YouTube channel, getting the levels. I often tell you guys, the YouTube channel is free game. You take down the levels and you spot them throughout the day. Go ahead and dominate. I'm super proud of you. Champagne bottles in the air for you. Keep grinding, my guy. But guys, I can't take the credit for all of this right here. I mean, if you tap into the Discord, I have an amazing team. I have some trade experts in here. Tap into that section. You got Money Spence that's dominating the lives. If you interested in futures trading, QQQ, he follows that. 9:30 in the morning, he's throwing daggers at those plays right there. Got Sean the Wolf Harris. That guy has arguably the best self-developed chart in the game. So if you a Nubian beginner and you understand the game, but your chart not seeing well with you, he has created a chart that helps you with EMAs, candlesticks, all the good stuff that we pay attention throughout the session. It's worth giving a shout out to, but don't sleep on the prospects either. Y'all tap into the prospects section, but they're throwing daggers out there in those plays. Those guys, I put them up against anybody. Those are the upcoming talent that's knocking the plays out of the ballpark too. Shout out to you guys for being able to dominate and helping the people along the way. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. But if you're not in the Discord, what are you waiting for? Get in the Discord. That way you have access to my full list of morning call outs, as well as the technical analysis breakdowns on the top plays throughout the session. But guys, I done took enough of your time, but hey, if you like sniper type, level to level, periodic breakdowns of your favorite tickers, SPY, NVIDIA, Tesla, Palantir, Hut, Hood, Nike, go ahead and tap into the Discord. The link is in the description above. If you like this kind of content, do me a favor. Go ahead and hit that like button below. Subscribe to the channel. That way, anytime we drop a video, you get the notification. And as always, we're grinding. Good luck out there, and let's get it. Boom.